Hi beautiful souls, I hope y'all are doing well. I've got a divine message for somebody who is watching this. I don't know how many people is going to resonate with this, but this happens in higher class people, middle class people, lower class people. Someone or people have been using you as an scapegoat majority of your life, in family dynamics, in friendship groups, in academia, whatever it is, whatever low vibrational people that you've been around. People used you as a scapegoat whenever there was drama, whenever there was an issue. People threw you under the bus, meaning used you as an scapegoat to basically put the blame on you, to lie on your name, to basically make it seem like it's your fault. And people who even knew that you were an scapegoat, you were being thrown under the bus, you were being lied on, but they needed somebody to put their anger on, or they wanted to defuse the situation by putting the blame on you basically. And it's not because you're a pushover or a doormat, or you didn't know how to defend yourself, or you're too weak or whatever. What it actually is that you don't resort to their lower standards, to their conniving ways, to their malicious ways, to their tactics basically. You're somebody who chooses peace, who chose to walk away. You're somebody who saw what was going on. You probably tried defending yourself, speaking your truth, trying, maybe crying, or even explaining yourself, over explaining yourself or whatever, but people chose to ignore. 144 on the timer. People picked on you. And the reason I got this download is because somebody, while I was on live yesterday on TikTok, said something along the lines of, how could anyone hate on you? You're such a sweet person. Which I appreciate them saying that. However, it also triggered like a few memories for me, where just because you're sweet, just because you're nice, it doesn't mean they are. And it doesn't mean that it stops people from dishing out their hatred from other places and basically throwing it on you, trauma dumping on you, exploding on you, taking out the anger in you. Sometimes we also trigger other people with your light. If you're a nice person, you trigger other people's hurt, you trigger other people's like pain, other people's demons. Your light irritates them, and that is the reason. Above all, 1212 on the timer, you need to look that up. It's very meaningful. I'm going to put it up on the screen as well. So what I'm getting also is, because I had a conversation with a friend this morning, and it was something about reaching ends meet, reaching the lowest point in your life. Enough is enough. You know, when you feel like, I am done being people's punching bag, I am done trying to be nice, I am done trying to explain, I am done understanding people's hurt, people's pain, because hurt people hurt others. I am done understanding the pain behind their actions. I am done sympathizing. I am done explaining and understanding and being the bigger person and the nicer person. Sometimes you have to stand up to those bullies and give them a taste of their own medicine to make them stop, basically. To depower them, to stop feeding them that energy they're getting from you. Every time they pick on you, every time that they inflict some pain onto you, they're getting something out of it. And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you've probably already reached that state, or maybe you haven't yet, but there is a time for everybody where enough is enough. There's a point in time where you just realize being nice and walking away amicably, peacefully, doesn't do the job. And it doesn't mean you're going to get karma for standing up for yourself. People misunderstand, you know, in religion, different religions, when they say, you know, be kind to your enemies and stuff like that, and turn the other cheek and stuff like that. How many cheeks do you have? I'm sorry. How many cheeks do you have to give to your enemies? You know, there's a point in time where even the most peaceful religion, I think, is known to be Buddhism or something, where yeah, you're supposed to self-defend. What happened to self-defense? What happened to defending yourself? And I don't mean throwing hands or whatever. There's many ways that you can defend yourself, and at some point you gotta become strong, you know, feeling like what you have been doing has not been serving you or anybody. It hasn't been. So there's a time to pick yourself up and stand up to those enemies. I'm seeing 8 right now. I don't know what it is, something on the floor that's made the shape of an 8. So your ancestors are definitely around you. You may be seeing pictures, you may be having thoughts or memories or dreams about them, a passed over loved one. I'm hearing grandpa though, and I've been getting this for a while, where there are some suppressed memories that are coming back, and you're having memories of your fears, where they stemmed from, how those fears started. Some of you may have had a fear of death for a long time, and this is the fear of the unknown, but also some trauma, something that's happened in the past when it comes to death. I remember when I was 15 years old, my granddad passed away, and my mother made me go to the hospital and see his dead body, even though I was, in tears, number one, that he's passed. And then number 2, I didn't want to see a dead body, especially him that way. But my mom was like, no, you need to see what death looks like. You need to see where we all end up. You need to see. And that traumatized me. And I didn't realize until I had the conversation with the friend that I had the conversation with this morning, where our fear of death, where it stems from. And it was being exposed to death from a young age. I wasn't that young, and I know she was even younger when she saw death. So a lot of you seen death many times probably, or that one time. However, there's a lot that goes into fear of death, or fear of the unknown, or fear of fighting, fear of defending yourself. Somebody is really, whoever's watching this, somebody's really getting their willpower back. And this has been coming up strongly in yesterday's live reading as well, where you are coming into your will, you are, gaining your power. And I'm also getting solar plexus as well, which is all about your willpower that's been blocked time and time again since childhood. And you feel it here, you feel it just under your ribs, or in between your ribs, over your stomach. So deep breathing exercise helps. Listening to sacral chakra healing sound also helps, but also like exercising and screaming and shouting is really useful as well. So especially if you're somebody who's suppressed a lot, suppressed your emotions, your thoughts and stuff like that, just buried it. You may have jaw clenches or locking. I think it's called locking of the jaws, jaw lock or something like that. And that is to do with a lot of aggression, a lot of sulfate building up inside. That's probably been also building up in your skin and your body and stuff like that. So some people have teeth issues as well. Thank God I didn't. I don't know why, but I'm going to put up on the screen, there's something significant about teeth as well when it comes to holding in a lot of sulfur, a lot of hate, a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, because you weren't brave enough to express it. I'm going to put it all on the screen.